Enlisting new members. The Jedi, as you well know, forbid romantic attachment. We do not marry, nor do we breed powerful lineages from our greatest members. How then do we survive from generation to generation, or rebuild our numbers after the decimation of war? The Force supplies the answer. Any being, regardless of homeworld, species, wealth, or social status of his or her family, can be born with the ability to touch the Force. These being a gift, and if we don't teach them how to use it, the Jedi Order is responsible for squandering that gift. In fact, those who don't learn how to harness their talents at a young age may come to view the Force as a curse. On some planets, those who are Force sensitive may be persecuted as demonic magicians, or may become so enarmed with their otherworldly powers that they become exactly the monsters their neighbors fear. Once they have reached such a state, it is difficult to bring them into the light of the Jedi teachings, which in past decades have made them easy marks for the Sith. The responsible use of power takes a lifetime to perfect, and therefore the Jedi Order only rarely accepts members who are older than a few years. Most of you came to the temple as infants. Locating Force-strong newborns is a straightforward process, at least within the Republic's borders. Mandatory blood tests performed at birth record the concentration of midi-chlorians in an infant's cells, and positive results are forwarded to the Jedi Temple for follow-up. Because midi-chlorians analysis is not always definitive, particularly among older children or beings with unusual psychologies, special tools or puzzles may be employed instead. These include the training screen, a tool that records a subject's ability to read minds or view images remotely, and the mental maze, a test that demonstrates whether a subject can use rudimentary telekinesis. Misperceptions of the Jedi. The job of a Jedi recruiter can be thankless. While many families are proud to have their offspring chosen by the Force, the practical reality of taking a child away from his or her parents is messy and unpleasant. We Jedi firmly believe that Force-strong beings have a right to receive the best training available, and our way requires shunning emotional commitment, especially towards one's birth family. Yet, something that seems self-evident to us has been characterized as monstrous in the HoloNet. I admit that while we recruiters are vital to the continuation of the Order, we don't do much to burnish the Order's reputation. The following are prenatal slurs leveled against the Order. As a Jedi Knight, you must do your part to counter those lies, not by arguing, but setting an example of selflessness and service. The Jedi are sorcerers. Popular in primitive worlds and among adherents of certain religious sects, this belief betrays a misunderstanding of the Force's presence throughout the universe. The Force is a real, demonstrable phenomenon, not a twist of forbidden magic. Through our connection to the Force, the Jedi are the agents of life itself. The Jedi are kidnappers. An all too familiar accusation for Jedi recruiters, this charge springs from the pain of emotional attachment. It is also technically false. Within the Republic, the Jedi Order has the legal authority to take custody of Force sensitives, and some masters have argued that the Force's presence in a child indicates the child's consent to join the Order even before he or she is able to speak. The Jedi are brainwashers. This belief is part due to the secrecy surrounding Jedi training and in part due to the widespread misunderstanding of the so-called Jedi mind trick. Some claim that the Order is responsible for mass hypnosis and mind control. Patent untrue. The Jedi are elitists. It is fashionable to equate the presence of midi-chlorians with genetic superiority, but the Force chose to manifest itself with the symbiosis of our cells. The Force can call anyone and is thus very definition of egalitarian.